Thursday the 30th of January, and I've stayed overnight in my camper van down on the west coast of Scotland to do a bit of sea fishing. Now, I said I would do some grayling fishing, but the rivers have been flooded with Stormy Owen coming through and too windy. So I never got out last weekend, so I thought I'd drive across to the west coast to see what I could catch today. I've got a bait caster rod that I've never used before. I've only been sea fishing twice, so this won't be an instructional video. But I've got a beach caster rod that I've just bought for 30 quid off Sports Direct with a reel. I'm going to put out a mackerel bait, get that put out and see if I can catch a dogfish or a ray or something like that. And then I've got a float rod with little bits of live ragworm, or a big bit of live ragworm, looking for wrasse or pollock. See what I can catch there. And then I've got an LRF setup, which is basically my perch rod that I used to use in the Netherlands. I'm going to use a drop shot with tiny bits of ragworm on through a little bit of quiet water and see if I can get small wrasse or some other small species. So as I say, there might not be lots of chatting through this, but we'll see how it goes. It's nice to have you all along. Bye. It's a little Pollock. Wait for it to right itself. Slowly pull it in towards the kelp beds. Doesn't look like it's swimming very nicely. Try it again. I think it would have been tangled, but no, it's fine. Okay, so not too far. Let the float right itself. Sit upright. There we go, that's it cocking now. Let it sit there for a minute and then I'll slowly pull it back towards the kelp beds, which is often where the fish are sitting, waiting to ambush things. Oh, that was a bit of a bite. Let's see if that develops. I'm going to slowly pull it towards the kelp beds. automatic cock itself, so it's still fishing. It's not hung up on weed or the bottom. And again, you're just sitting right in by the... Oh, that's another pollock. They seem to be getting bigger and bigger. Come on then. I've got you right in the top lip. Beautiful fish. Great fight off of them. Right, and I need another worm. So I'll show you how I've been told to do it. I've never really got much experience of this, but I've got my bag of, or my paper of ragworm here. You've clearly got the head and the tail. The head's thicker and harder, and it's easier to hook. So I'm just going to take the hook point down the head, and then feed it up the hook shank a little bit. And maybe stick it once more through for luck. Although it's got a lovely big tail to entice those fish, but we're still looking for a wrasse, but I'll take a pollock. So I'm casting out, letting it right itself for cock, so I know it's not hanging up on the bottom or on the weed, because I'm fishing quite deep. I'm fishing about 15 feet deep, and then I'll pull it slowly. If there's no immediate bites, I'll just pull it slowly towards the kelp beds. That seems to be where the fish are sitting. So nothing obvious there. I'll just slowly, because that could act, I could get a bite as well, just moving it through the water. So about there, just let some line out. That immediately a bite there. The float seems to be moving. So as soon as it goes under, just lift the rod tip up and set the hook. And then you've got to bully the fish up over the kelp, and so they don't tangle themselves up. The bite seems to have gone quiet. Then maybe taking the worm off the hook. Right, it's moving slightly again, vibrating. It looks like we're getting bites, very, very gentle bites. I'm just eating that worm from the tail up towards the hook. And of course we could be hung up on the weed. I'll just give a quick hook set and then recast. I think I'm quite close to that weed. Yeah. No, there's no damage to the worm. Maybe a little bit off the tail. Right, so that's the float righted itself. Just give it a minute or two to see if we're going to get any bites there. Nothing immediately, I'll just start slowly bringing it towards the bank. A little bit closer. Another hungry pollock. Yeah. The dog's too loose. Shit. Still on. Another pollock. It's probably the best one of the day. I see you. I see you. Right. Seem to be liking that worm. Go for it again. pollock. So I'm just using my perch set up for the drop shot. Just a tiny bit of ragworm. Just slowly bouncing it through these deep bits in this little marina. Looking for a little wrasse. Just had a really quick bite there, so it looks promising. I'll try and get it in the deep hole over by that pontoon. Better. Hopefully you can see the line moving. I think it's maybe... oh, that's a better one. Come on. Come on. Damn it. Still the tiniest little bit of worm left on it. There we go. Yes. Got it. What are you? What are you? Oh, a tiny little goby, I think. That's cool. You're a cool little fish. That's a goby of some description. You're an angry goby. Yes. Oh, goodness me. He's stuck me in the weeds. Bollocks. That was a good fish, whatever that was. That's a good bite. Yes. It's a little Corkwing Wrasse. Oh, that's a Corkwing. It's absolutely beautiful.